I will be saying a speech for my speech class called She Was Asleep, written by me. She was asleep. Imagine coming home from a long shift at work. Imagine taking a shower, getting ready for bed, kissing your loved ones goodnight, calling your mom, telling her how your day went. Imagine she was asleep. Imagine after you have a nice meal tonight. Imagine after you are getting ready to bed, laying next to the one that you love, and you fall asleep, not knowing it's the last time you will get to fall asleep on your own. She was asleep. Moments later, you get up to the sound of an intruder, or what you thought was an intruder, busting into your home, your place of peace. Never not one time have you been in trouble with the law. Never not one time have you been involved in gang activities, drugs, sex trafficking. None of that. She was asleep. You work in the medical field, helping to save lives. You're supposed to be on the same team. She was asleep. Breonna Taylor deserves justice for the murder. She was asleep. She was murdered. A no-knock warrant took her life. The cops are guilty, but instead the walls get justice for wanton endangerment for shooting into a wall, not shooting into an innocent woman who was asleep. She didn't do anything. She wasn't selling drugs. She wasn't hanging with gang members. She wasn't even doing drugs, not so much as some weed. She wasn't sex trafficking, kidnapping children. She wasn't doing anything against the law. She was helping. She was saving lives, working in the medical field. She was asleep. Imagine you waking up to someone storming your house and out of nowhere bullets flying everywhere, hit multiple times. Not knowing that that conversation that you had with your mother was the last conversation you would ever have with your mother. Not knowing that when you kissed your loved one next to you goodnight, that would be the last time you got to kiss your loved one goodnight. Not knowing that when you made dinner, it'd be the last meal you ever got to eat. Not knowing that when you laid your head down tonight, that'd be the only time, the last time you voluntarily got to sleep. Because now Breonna Taylor don't have a choice but to sleep peacefully in a hole 6 feet under the ground. She was murdered. 2 cops got away. Only one charged. Only one charged. And now for her murder, charged for shooting into a wall. A wall gets justice, not a person? That makes no sense to me. How can the law that is supposed to be there to protect you and I, that same law that says you cannot murder, you cannot kill, no matter what, kill somebody innocently, innocent somebody. She was asleep. Innocent person who has never done anything wrong. Yet, in the court, her family is awarded $12 million in a wrongful death lawsuit. But the Attorney General decided it's not a wrongful death because nobody gets justice. She does not get justice. She was asleep. She does not get any justice for being murdered. Instead, they acknowledge her in a civil suit, but not a criminal suit. They basically say that the walls got shot into, but the person that got shot into, it didn't matter. Because legally, her death is just a death. Like passing away in her sleep. Not that she had multiple bullet holes coming through her body. They decided not to press charges. She was asleep. 6 months later, and she still gets no justice. Imagine You being asleep in the comfort of your own home. And because of a no-knock warrant, all of that ends. Your peace, your job, your life as you know it. And your loved ones are left to pick up the pieces. She was asleep.